Supreme Rising. Thought I'd get up a little early today. Was I'm up early every day. I really don't get too much. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I get enough. I say that much. I get enough. But I want to talk about energy signatures and how far people go to harvest your energy. Energy signature is a currency. Believe it or not, I mean, this even scientifically tested that our body holds so much energy. I mean, I don't know the exact value at this moment, but everybody vibrates different. You know what I'm saying? And for people with a high energy signature, um, can produce more wealth than others, can produce more wealth. You know what I'm saying? Probably 10, 20 times the average person, which means the energy that you possess can possibly fuel a whole group of people, possibly a small town. And I know it sounds funny, but trust me, from personal experience, I'm telling you. Now, you got these beings, or these cults, or these groups, or what have you, that's organized, extremely organized. And not only that, there's moles, an electric company, cable company, um, ADT, cell phones, restaurants, carpentry, dealerships. Like they have moles in every aspect of your daily living life. Like I mean, gas stations everywhere. These people are literally everywhere. And if you're not tapped in or tuned in, you won't be able to notice them because they walk around like regular people daily. But what I can tell you is this. I mean, even out to law enforcement, these people have been doing this shit for years. I ain't talking about no couple years. I'm talking about like forever. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point to where they know exactly what time shift change is for the police officers, so they know how to maneuver. Um, just say they staked out your house overnight. They probably started somewhere around, depending on what neighborhoods you in, 8, 9 o'clock, and others is more or less between 1 o'clock and 5 or 6 o'clock. Reason being is right around between 5 and 6, I believe, is shift change in certain counties and cities. For wise the police department, so they know they have a small window to move around. And usually, oftentimes, after they've harassed you, basically, and pillaged, you know what I'm saying, and no matter, don't tell them what it is or what they had on the agenda. You know what I'm saying? You know, right around that time they'll leave. So, you know, it look like they're just everyday working people. But if you pay attention, between 9 and 10 o'clock, they'll reappear at the house. But they leave early enough in the morning for it to look like they're going to an everyday job. Some of them do go to jobs. And others, um, they deal with a lot of people that's addicts, drug addicts, meth heads, uh, crackheads, heroin addicts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's accessible. It don't cost much money, and they still get the job done. You know what I'm saying? They work with alias names, so oftentimes you never really know their real name unless you like been around for some time. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happen to slip. So by them working these alias names, I mean, even if somebody was to speak, unless you have a picture or photo, I mean, something else gonna pop up. Their name not gonna pop up. That's just how these people operate. Secret society. You know what I'm saying? Um, and basically, you know what I'm saying? It's just to pillage off of you and drain your energy down until you have no more. Until you either unalive, pass away, you know what I'm saying? Or just get too sick to where you can move around or actually do something for yourself. Or one of their favorites drive you to the insane asylum. because this is a war with the mind. They attack the brain, they attack your intellect. You know what I'm saying? They try to make you go crazy. And a lot of people are like, well, why you don't just call the police? Well, I mean, they tapped into that too. You better believe. You don't think that was one of the first things they had to get in order? You know what I'm saying? To the point that they know each officer and when they work, what time they work. You know what I'm saying? So that'll do no good. And on another note, that's something that they will be hoping that you do so they can start their little claim. See, I told you he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because who gonna believe you? You know what I'm saying? Who is going to believe you? Especially if you're alone. They talk to people that's alone, single families, like single people. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like you don't have too much traffic, you don't have friends, you don't have too much family coming around, so you're the perfect victim. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough company because you're an introvert most of the time. You've had so much life trauma that you don't deal with people for that particular reason. You don't be around a lot of people. So they figure that's an easy target. Don't nobody come and see him. He don't have very few. He has very few friends, and the friends that you do have, they find a way to lock into them. You know what I'm saying? Pay them off. For wise as neighbors, don't be surprised if your next door neighbor is working for them and have you on 24-hour surveillance. It's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? These people here pay somebody to move out of their house just so they can move in next door to you. And not only that, they're going to have people across the street from you and on a block behind you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it helps them to be able to have their way with you and be able to do whatever it is they please. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as you, I mean, it's unimaginable. You wouldn't believe the heights and extent that these people will go to. Not only that, following you to the store. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's no such thing as a coincidence. So you constantly going to certain places, gas stations, stores. If the person don't pull up in there and don't get out their car, because usually they don't. If you pay attention, or you do like I do, just play stupid like you don't see them. They're pulling up, they're pulling the store, what have you, or wherever you may go to grocery store. And if you notice it, when you get ready to, they'll never get out the vehicle, but when you leave, they take and pull off. You know what I'm saying? They play a lot of mind games. You know, they get people to tamper with your vehicles. They steal your mail. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they have moles everywhere. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not too much of a reach. It's not too much they can't reach. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just think that the public needs to know things like this to be able to know that it's a real thing and that not to be taken lightly. You know what I'm saying? Because you can lose your life. You know, if they didn't tamper with your car, they did something to your brake lines, you never know. I tell you what, I went through 8 trucks. I lost 8 trucks or 8 vehicles within the last 3 years dealing with these people. And I'm a mechanic. That's what I do. I work on cars amongst a few other things. I have quite a few certificates. There's a few things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Qualified. But on the same note, if I didn't have certain knowledge that I have, I mean, man, anything could have been. They could have kidnapped me when my car broke down on me. Anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? It can absolutely happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Keep your head on your P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying, on a swivel. And make sure you don't have this kind of activities happening in your neighborhood. And if you do, reach out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Low key. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make a big scene. You don't have to be loud and irate because that's what they feed off of. You know, they send people to you for you to get into arguments, altercations, things of that nature. Which is one of the reasons why I'm sober now. You don't want to do no drugs. If you're doing drugs, you need to go get you some help. Get off of it. Get your mind straight and clear so you operate off a clear mind. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing they're going to say is, oh, he a meth head, or he a crack head, or he a weed head, or any, whatever. He an alcoholic. He don't do nothing but drink. He a drunk. You know what I'm saying? they use shit like that against you. So you got to make sure that you well without the clear or out of the clear. And also to be careful with the doctors that you go to and appointments and whatnot that you attend. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, if you go to the doctor and you can't see your regular physician, tell them, you know what, I'm going to come back when my physician is available. Don't trust nobody because they tend to try to fall and pry on the weak, the people that are not as strong or who don't think outside of the box. Like, you know, maybe this ain't right or maybe that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Me thinking out of the box is one of the reasons why I'm still alive. And it's much more than I'm going to speak on coming soon. But just as of right now, you know what I mean? It's the same situation, same neighbors. The neighbor next door was supposed to be there, moved out of that house probably 2 months ago. Somebody's still frequent in and out of that house, literally today. You know what I'm saying? I'm no fool. I'm far from a dummy. I don't say much because I feel like I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And then the past few years, I've said so much. My whole story was literally pasted on Facebook. If they haven't found a way to block that, because they do cyberbullying. So if you're trying to, reach out some kind of way, maybe through social media, through YouTube or whatever, they have your messages blocked and all of that shit. They have your to some members or some of the people that you might want to talk to, you'll be completely blocked from their page altogether. And not on the content of them blocking you, from the organization, the people that's in there that has this authority or just have poor or deal with things of that nature to where they can block your messages, they can block you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it gets deep. It gets extremely deep. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I feel like this. Y'all want me dead. I'm not scared to die. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down, balls to the wall. That's how we roll it. You know, people figure like, oh, this time he ain't been pronounced dead twice, been out the hospital twice, and had multiple surgeries. He's still living. We still having a problem with him. Y'all ain't got rid of him yet. It ain't on you. You don't decide who the fuck comes and goes. Who the fuck around fell off of the cloud and made you God? I ain't think so. Y'all be blessed, man. And I hope this resonates with somebody. Pass it along, like, share, and subscribe.